Well, welcome back to the Undawn All-Star Tournament. Here on the desk is going to be me and Neptune, and we're going to be having the continuation of phase 1 of the event. You know, Group A and B, they played yesterday, and today it's going to be the Group D and C, guys. So it's not just that, you know, there is going to be a determining factor now where we get to see who will be the teams that will be playing for phase 2. So Neptune, everything is going to be so hyped up.
Yeah, definitely everything will be hyped up. I'm really excited to what's going to happen right now. So we want to see how well they can do it. Is this a different side of meta that we are going to see in Undawn from this groups?
Yeah, definitely. We did see them play as well on the previous round of the Undawn tournament as well. And keep in mind, they were one of the most detrimental squads that was able to put up the impact. So yeah, I have high hopes.
Again, Annihilation mode overall, and it's just switch up of Central Shopping Mall as well as Western District, where we've seen difference of gameplay, and hopefully what they've shown in the gameplay, especially that things that we didn't see, especially in Western District, will be shown or will be utilized right now by the teams who's hoping to win that round. Again, it's just mostly in the second round that will be happening. First round, they need to focus on the middle ground, especially in that Central Shopping Mall, wherein that's the best position that anyone can take unless they can pull up the same thing that we've seen yesterday. They were just hiding out and then just surprised, and we hope they are already knocking things out. Very much excited, Enzo, on what's going to happen today.
Considered an international PvP tournament, this is what Undawn brings to the players here on this very game, this very title. And overall, a lot of bragging rights you can claim if you end up putting a big impact into this tournament. Keep in mind, first place will grant you a very exclusive ring for your squad. At the same time, a lot of currency that you can use inside the game.
Exactly. Out everyone is excited to see PvPs in Undawn, because pretty much as we talked about yesterday, Undawn is like everything in one game. Quite surprising, but so exciting as well. It's not just open world, it's not just zombies, but the PvPs bring a lot of excitement. Thus, as I mentioned yesterday, with a game that has 0 to none in terms of expectation for esports is already international.
Oh yeah, definitely international here for Southeast Asia, and soon enough going to be globally here. And that's just how the Undawn would roll out this whole competition here, especially for its PvPs. Here we go, first round,
and it is now starting. And as we can see, everyone's already getting into the mid.
Yeah, it's gonna be the rooftop play here, and here we go. And I don't know if it's confidence issues or anything, because looking like they do want to go head to head here at the moment. Yep, so far gonna be an exchange of just, you know, the trip damage to both ends of the spectrum.
One goes down!
Significant damage could be the team that would be initiating the push.
And one! Probably the Boss Falcons is back out. No, they're not backing out. Judith is still in front.
It's now going to be a 1v2 situation here.
Here comes the slide. Here comes the jump. But they need to go for the recovery. Might be going down, but still alive and kicking. Finally, a knockdown has been done. Finally, one goes down, and they are now dealing with only 2 players.
Flying here so far, they are looking to be in control of the situation, wrapping around, circling the players. It's slowly but surely faltering. Abel couldn't do much. Judith from the backside, looking to save the day, but the traitor no.
But as you can see, they don't wait for time anymore. They don't wait for the final minute to push the enemy. They just reel them in onto where they want them to be placed and then shoot them down. Their healers also did a lot of numbers in how they are protecting each of the rushers. But the healers has a great role on his shoulders to make sure that he has that he's supporting the rushers out there. And we've seen that so many times, despite of so many shots being made against the rusher, if the healer is always on standby and giving out using that biotic gun to heal you up, then you have nothing to worry about.
It's a mix of two, you know. If you want to win off those very rounds, these very detrimental rounds, or overall just winning overall, there's a lot of overalls, guys. But yeah, moving over. You know, it's a mix of two. You know, you really have to play good offense and play defense. You can score all you want, but if you can't play no defense, it's going to be leaving a leeway for your opposition to make their offense as well also work out. So you really have to have the better mix of both. But here we go, round number 2, and teams are not hesitating at all. They're just going right at it now. Early gunfights here on this mid map.
Yeah, mid-map is where they want to be played, especially with the position. They can go 360 to find out where the position of the enemies are. And shots being done right now is just hitting the nail at this point. And they try to get away. They try to go for the flank, but I don't think they will be able to go for that surprise hit.
He's getting a lot of damage now, but they start to gang up on the players of the, and they're owning the ground.
They are owning ground right now. It's a 2v4 situation, and here comes the rush up close and personal 3v1 situation, and there you have it.
And it all off 2-0. You know, the way that they really play this map is really offer those wraparounds. They love to pull off those flanks. Until then, they offer a pinch, leaving their whole opposition with no respondent whatsoever. And keep in mind, you want to put up a clash, gotta rely on those supports. If you don't have no support on your squad, then your push is not really going to mean anything at all. I mean, it's a very tough map. I know for a fact that, you know, always the central shopping mall will be the whole determining factor in how you can win off this very matches. Because, you know, if you do win central shopping mall, you lose Western District, you go back to this map number 1, and it's something that you really have to familiarize yourself with. And keep in mind, we've seen two natures here so far. Some teams, they love to play around the perimeter. Some, they like to take control of the middle. Here we go.
We need to continue the momentum. But speaking of continue, this is where we continue with game number 3.
Here you're going to be starting off back to Central Shopping Mall. And, you know, givenly, both ends has been tied up. So, moving over, it's all going to come down to the perfect timing now. Whoever inflicts the most damage might just be the team to win off this round.
Right now, Zeeming and putting in a phone bomb, and there goes one being hit.
We'll be getting a lot of damage here towards your side. There's no hesitation here, but he goes down.
Zeeming halfway through of that HP, but will be recovered right now.
But now, here we go. Clash is coming in. Gonna be rained from the opposition here. Gonna try to pop the shield and go up front to at least chip off a lot of more damage here. And once over, Panda 4, you will get a lot more. The support is trying to do whatever it takes to, and I don't exactly know what to say from this. One thing for sure, it's very chaotic. We'll have 2 players down to the ground. It's a 3v2 situation here. Make it a 3v1.
He's already out. Very difficult approach for this time around. You don't have a healer anymore, and they are being forced out of this game.
And they get the final adjustment.
Oh my goodness. One thing I can say in that gameplay is ang kanda mo. My goodness.
You only live once and you make the most out of it.
Exactly.
And they got it true. I mean, I was so scared for them, all because of the fact that they don't really like to play slow, as you would say. But at the same time, they were able to get the adjustment, you know. They were able to get the read, and at the same time, when they were offering to wrap around all across the map, and they were able to start the initiation, they barged into the middle of the map. The diversity right there in regards to the attention went onto one person, and the rest of the squad was getting the free hits, but it wasn't enough to get it all done. And the run there for Central Shopping Mall was so dominant right there.
And even in the final moment, they did not back off, and that gave them a good chance to really bring the game to their side. And there you have it. We've already concluded the group stages. It's just so nice to see different gameplays, different play style coming from these teams from different regions. But it's all and done with all matches in Annihilation. But for today, for the group stages, we'd like to thank everyone. Once again, I am Neptune, the Gentleman Garcia. Together with me is the Wonder Boy Enzo. Thanking everyone and bidding everyone goodbye and good night. See you again next time.
This is Will Smith, and I'm waiting for you in Undawn.